Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm G&G, and in this episode of the Highland Fling we are finishing up season 13 here at Wick Academy with our final two games of the season. We're at home to Aberdeen and then at home to Rangers 3 days later. We still have a chance of finishing as high as 4th in the table, but it's going to be tough when these two games. Of course, Aberdeen have beaten us pretty regularly in meetings, and then of course Rangers is going to be a tough test. So what has happened since the last episode? We started off our championship group phase with a win against Dundee United. We went 1-0 down to Pagani before half time on the half hour mark, but just 2 minutes in the second half Bobby McLuckie levelled it up, and then Greg Monaghan here got us in front. A lovely work goal, heads it home, and we go 2-1 up, and we held on from there for a win against Dundee United, who have been slipping down the table, which I will show in a moment. Then it was our final game against Celtic for the season, and a familiar story this one. It's our third 2-1 defeat to Celtic in a row, 1-1 at half time again. Greg Monaghan scoring once again put us back at 1-1, but they scored on the hour mark, held on there for a win against us. And then we took on Hibernian at Easter Road, and we fell behind after 17 minutes, but Camarda equalised, and then from a corner kick Greg Monaghan scoring for the third game in a row in the championship group, making it 2-1 and getting us an important away win because it kept us in the running to finish higher in the table. If we look at the table here, we are currently in 6th position. We are 3 points behind Dundee United in 5th, and 4 points behind Rangers in 4th with 2 games to go. We have the exact same goal difference as Dundee United. They are playing Celtic as we play Aberdeen. It could all come down to that final game of the season for 5th place, which would be an automatic qualifying for Europe. But there is a chance we will get into Europe if we finish 6th, because if we look at the final of the Scottish Cup, it is Celtic versus Rangers. They're likely to both be qualified for Europe. So I think and I hope that final European spot will go down to 6th position if we finish there, and we would be in Europe next season. But we can secure it on the pitch and not have to worry about that if we could get 2 wins from 2 in these tough games. First up, Aberdeen, still in the tight race. This is our starting 11. It's our strongest 11. Everyone's fit. Monaghan is in brilliant form. Can we get a win against Aberdeen at last? First highlight here, goal kick for Neil. He's going to go play it out to Sears, who just about keeps it in play. Down the line to McLuckie. McLuckie to Goodyear into midfielder Chambers. Can he get the ball forward? He plays it out to McLuckie. The left winger is going to have to go back to Sears, to Goodyear. Bit of space here to McLuckie, onto Monaghan. Gets turned. Now can he play it out wide? He tried to, but Pereira was too far away, and now it's Aberdeen on a counter-attack. Gibbs to Dela Cruz. He's through. Surely this is 1-0. It hits the post. Falls to Lara. David Lara makes it 1-0. Aberdeen on the counter-attack early on here have struck, and it is a familiar story against Aberdeen for us. Greg Monaghan's poor pass towards Pereira let them have the ball. We were opened up because we pushed people forward to try and attack. That's a good touch from Dela Cruz. Fires against the post, but it falls to Lara. He fires it to the empty net. We're 1-0 down. 9 minutes gone. Corner kick for Aberdeen to the far post. Lara wins the header. He nearly had a second there, but he couldn't keep his header down. Throw in for Aberdeen, been all them in the first 15 minutes. Goodyear gets a tackle in. Monaghan to McLuckie. We have changed our formation to a 4-2-4 to match up with Aberdeen and see if that could bring us a bit more luck against them, but we can't hold on to the ball, so it's not good. And Dela Cruz, he's through again. Is he going to square it for 2? Oh, it just ran away from him. Cross it here. Oh, Neil makes the save. We are just about clinging on in this game because Aberdeen look so much stronger than us, and it is a familiar story. As I said, they really are our bogey team, more so than Celtic and Rangers. We have at least taken some points off Rangers and being competitive against Celtic. We never look competitive against Aberdeen, and it's shown here again as they have the ball. Camarda with the foul on the edge of the box, probably frustration there, just wanting to end that attack. And here is a free kick, 16 minutes gone, a chance for Aberdeen to strike from Dela Cruz to make it 2-0. He steps up for the free kick, goes for goal, and Neil holds on to it. That's a really good save. Roberts on the ball here for Aberdeen. They're going to get to the edge of the box. He's going to get a shot away. What a run this is from Roberts. His shot at the end, he was probably wrecked after that run. It's off target. 2 minutes of injury time at the end of this first half. It's Aberdeen on the attack again. McLuckie with a tackle there, didn't win the ball. Thankfully made no contact with the player. Now across the far post, headed in, hits the post. Ibrahim boots it clear for a throw in. Another chance for Aberdeen. They really should be well clear at half time here, but it looks like we're going to go in at 1-0. Hibernian are beating Rangers. Dundee United and Celtic are at 0-0. We're still in the hunt for that top 4, top 5 finish, but we need to get back in this game. Hour gone here, Aberdeen with a free kick. Gibbs on the ball. The pattern of this game has continued all Aberdeen, and here they come on the attack. Pereira gets a tackle in. He will run after that and will get to the second ball. Now we need to hold on to it. Plays for Ian Knight, who's come on. Here's Sanders Sarr, another sub. Oh, Ian Knight gives it away, but he gets it back. Then just boots it clear to Gibbs here. He's in so much space and time. Plays it to Roberts. Great first touch to get away from Sears. Roberts squares it. Dela Cruz. What a block from Ian Knight on the goal line. brilliant from him. He started that attack by making a huge mistake, but he got a block on the goal line there to stop it. And it's a corner kick for Aberdeen. He whips this in towards Angus. Heads it to Dela Cruz, but Kai Rooney read that. Plays it up to Ian Murphy. Is there a counter-attack on here? Murphy's all on his own. Back to Sears. This attack is going nowhere. Stays 1-0. Pereira with a throw in here. Less than 25 minutes to go. Knight to Sarr. Gets turned. Plays it to Goodyear. Goodyear looking for options. Picks out Camarda with a lovely pass. Now what can the right winger do? Can he get across into the box? Camarda looking for options. There's a few in there. He gets the cross in towards Murphy's there. Murphy! Oh, he's headed that over. Our first big chance. And we've wasted it. Sears with a throw in here. And he's going to go into Sander Sarr. But Roberts cuts it out. That was a poor throw in. But nobody was moving for him. No one gave him the option. And now Aberdeen have a chance to come on the attack. 21 minutes to go. Camarda trying to push back. Put a bit of pressure on him. He's going to get across the edge box. It's Lara. In space. In time. Fires it over. And there are 20 minutes to go. Well, that game just petered out towards the end there and ended 0-0, or ended 1-0 in the second half. 1-0 to Aberdeen overall. So yeah, I think that is our chances gone. It is. We can't finish any higher now than 6 going into the final game of the season. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that game off camera. It's a meaningless game, so there's no point playing against Rangers. See what happens, and then we'll forward to see what happens in that Scottish Cup final. So we are back at the end of the season here. We did play that game against Rangers, and we did actually manage to shock them. We come away with a 2-1 win, 1-1 at half time. Sam Chambers put us in front, then Coney Doherty equalised. Then with 19 minutes to go, this cross from Pereira headed home by Bobby McLuckie for our second win this season against Rangers, and our second ever win against Rangers, and that actually cost Rangers 4th position. They've dropped down to 5th, so a bit of a, I don't know what that means for the Scottish Cup final. How we done ourselves actual harm for qualifying for Europe. We finished in 6th, only a point behind Rangers. If we got something out of that Aberdeen game, we might have finished in the top 5. So it's been a really good season. We can build on that for sure. But what we're going to do now, we're going to advance forward to the day of the Scottish Cup final when it's an Old Firm derby. So here we are. It is the Scottish Cup final. We're going to find out if we're going to be into Europe. I think there's a chance we're not going to get there, even though Rangers are 5th, and that is a European spot in the table. But yeah, if Celtic win, I think Rangers, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm really confused. Some seasons I've looked back, Get 6 got a European spot. Some seasons it didn't, even though the 2 in the final qualified for Europe already. So let's see what happens. Let's get this result on the way. Let's see. There is Dunfermline have beaten Ross County in the relegation playoffs. So Dunfermline are back up to the Scottish Premiership. We'll have a look at the championship table in a minute. What happened? Celtic beat Rangers. So, does that qualify us for Europe? Let's have a look at the table. We'll do the end of season review while we're here. Sure, look, there we go. Best signing was Jack Thompson for some reason. Best signing was Leighton Kamara, who had a fantastic season. 44 appearances, 8 goals, 22 assists. We look at the results. A B+ from the board. Goal of the season was Kai Rooney's strike in the Cup. Match to remember was a 4-2 win over Queen's Park. Biggest win was 6-0 over them. Our finances there. Biggest short seller, Kai Rooney. Then it was Chambers, Goodyear, Monaghan and Sarr. A reputation has stayed at 2.5 stars. How we lined up, there we go. And I won the Football Writers Manager of the Year at the end of the season. Greg Monaghan was Fans Player of the Season, and he had a fantastic season. He won the Golden Boot in the Scottish Premiership. But we get to the end here just to see, have we qualified for Europe? It doesn't look like it. Look at the table. Oh, this will be disappointing now to miss out by just a single spot. No, we haven't. Rangers qualify for Europe. We miss out by a point on European football next season. That's a big blow. Financially, that's a big blow. Oh, we're so close. If we got something out of that Aberdeen game, we beat Rangers on the final day. So we finished top 6. Oh, so close to European football next season. So Ross County and Dundee are the 2 teams relegated. We go back to the championship. Who's coming up from the championship? It is Kilmarnock won it comfortably enough, and Dunfermline finished 4th. Peterhead finished 3rd and didn't come up. They've been in the playoffs both years since we went up and haven't got promoted, so we won't have to face them next season anyway. But yeah, that's disappointing. I thought we qualified for Europe in 6th with that Old Firm final. Yeah, disappointed with that, but it's been a really good season. We finished in the top 6 for the first time ever. We look, the budget has been set. We are in 400,000 debt already. The prize money has not paid that off, but we have been given a transfer budget of 431,000. We have been given a wage budget of 49. We're spending 46, so I'll probably put some of the transfer budget in there. Yeah, it's going to be a tough season. It's going to be a tough season for us. What do we sign to improve this squad? We need more depth for sure. We need more depth up front. The Tower has been great, but I don't know if we can challenge with him as our backup striker. That's our work over the summer. Maybe another full back position need to be strengthened. Midfield maybe. yeah, plenty of work to be done, not much room in that budget, and we are in a bit of trouble financially. European football would have been a brilliant help, but we haven't got there, so we can't worry about it for the moment. The club next season want us just to avoid relegation. Hopefully we can do that easily. Hopefully we can strengthen our squad enough. As I said, Greg Monaghan was the top scorer in the league. If we look at the top scorer, had 25 goals this season, well clear of Nichols and Motherwell, who had 19. Leighton Kamara was the top assists as well. So yeah, we've done really well. Both seasons we've been in the Scottish Premiership, our striker has won the Golden Boot. Callum Bell last season, Greg Monaghan this season. So yeah, we're definitely scoring plenty of goals. Hopefully maybe we can tighten up at the back and push towards getting that European football next season. As for the save in general, I am going to play 2 more seasons here at Wick Academy. We're going to go up to the 15th season here at Wick Academy. Of course, the goal of the save was to win a Scottish Premiership. That's going to be tough in 2 seasons. But let's see, can we get to Europe next season? Then the season after, we'll see, could we win the Scottish Premiership for the first time in this club's history. But that's what we're going to do. 2 more seasons here at Wick Academy. The next save is already lined up and ready to go, and we'll reveal that once we finish up here at Wick Academy. But for now, we have finished in 6th position in the table. Bring on next season. If you did enjoy this episode, please drop a like on the video. Always good to see more likes and that people are enjoying them. Don't forget to leave any feedback in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow and helps you catch every episode of the Highland Fling. And until the next one, please take it easy.